Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Linton Chemusto. We are going to discuss today about electronics. What is electronics? The word electronics is derived from electron mechanics, meaning studying the behavior of an electron, using the applied electric field. The devices which control the flow of electrons are called electric devices. These devices control the flow of electrons. These devices are the main building blocks of electric circuit. These devices are the main building blocks of electric circuits. These devices are the main building blocks of electric circuit. The motion of electrons through a conductor gives us electric current. The motion of these electrons through a conductor gives us electric current. This electric current can be produced by the help of generators and batteries. This electric current can be produced using one generator, or also batteries. We have various branches of electronics. We have the various branches of electronics. We have analog electronics. We have digital electronics. We have optoelectronics. We have nanoelectronics, etc. Also, in addition to this, we have also semiconductors, etc. We have so many branches of electronics. For this time, we are going to focus on semiconductors. Semiconductors, these are substances which has almost filled the valence band but nearly empty conduction band. These semiconductors has almost filled valence band and nearly empty conduction band. Semiconductors, these are substances that have almost filled valence band but nearly empty conduction band with an approximation of 1 electron volt gap. Types of semiconductors. Types of semiconductors. We have intrinsic semiconductors. We have extrinsic semiconductors. Intrinsic semiconductors and extrinsic semiconductors. In this, we are going to begin with extrinsic semiconductors. Extrinsic semiconductors is a pure state, semiconductors in a pure state. In an extrinsic semiconductor, even at room temperature, types of semiconductors, we have said intrinsic semiconductors and extrinsic semiconductors. In intrinsic semiconductors, these are semiconductors in a pure state. These are in pure state, pure state. Meaning no impurity. No impurity. No impurity. The current conduction takes place by two processes. The current conduction takes place by two processes. Current conduction takes place by two processes. That is by the free electrons, and by the holes. The total current inside a semiconductor is the sum of the current due to electron free and holes. The sum of current inside a semiconductor is the sum of current due to free electrons and the holes. Now let us discuss extrinsic semiconductors. Extrinsic semiconductors. These are conductors whereby we heat a pure semiconductor with suitable impurity, to get an extrinsic semiconductor. The process of adding an impurity, the process of adding an impurity to a pure semiconductor is called doping. This is the process by which an impurity is added to a pure semiconductor. The purpose of adding this impurity is to either increase the number of electrons, or to increase the number of holes. The purpose of adding this impurity to a pure semiconductor is to either to increase the number of electrons or to increase the number of holes. Now, when we add a pentavalent impurity to a pure conductor, we increase the number of electrons. Whereas when we add a trivalent impurity, we increase the number of holes. When we add the number of pentavalent impurity, we increase the number of electrons. We have the classification of extrinsic semiconductor. Classification of extrinsic semiconductor. We have the N-type and we have the P-type. These are the two classifications of an extrinsic semiconductor. We have the N-type and we have the P-type. In our next video, we will discuss more of N-type and P-type. Thank you so much for viewing this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on physics. Be blessed.